What's up, guys? I have this what would you do video. These are my favorite videos to make. What would you do? Because they be putting people in the most unrealistic situations, and then the way people handle it, it's kind of realistic, but it's always some like weird, like, oh, maybe it's right, maybe it's not right. Damn, my light just flickered. That was kind of weird. But let's get back in. Let's get to reacting. My bad.
Are you sure that we can do this?
It'll be fine, honey. Don't worry about it.
How come we didn't tell Mom we were coming?
It'll be our secret.
She doesn't have to know.
Alright, so it looks like, old guy, he's trying to live his life. He only got like a few years left. And he's like, you know what, I'm trying to do something exciting. So he's like, you know what, I'm going to go ziplining. I don't know if that's super exciting for you. Maybe you go out for a walk. That's pretty exhilarating too. But he chose ziplining. Do whatever you want. But, the little girl's like, oh, isn't Mom going to get mad? And the people chime in like, don't tell her. Like, come on. Like, my man's only got a few years left. Like, let him live.
Do you think my grandpa will be okay?
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Okay. I'm just worried about his heart.
My dad was in the hospital last year.
I have heart problems too. I took all my pills this morning and I'm ready to go. Grandpa take all his pills?
Yeah.
Then he should be just fine.
I just don't want to see him in the hospital.
It'd be good for him. My dad asked his doctor before he came if he was allowed to, and she said yes.
Alright, so pretty much, I guess they're saying, like, if you have a heart condition, you can't go ziplining. The daughter's scared. She has every right to be. But then, the guy, there's actually a dude, same dude got a heart problem. He said, just take your pills, hopefully nothing bad happens. Obviously, this is like a simulated situation, so nothing bad does happen. Just take your pills. I don't think a doctor would say, don't do that. Like, I don't think a doctor would ever say, don't do that. But, come on. My man's only got a few years to live anyway. Like, let him have it. Like, let him have it. She's trying to ruin his good fun.
He was worried all morning, and I just had to tell him it's gonna be fine. You just gotta keep going. You can't just stay stagnant.
We asked him these questions also, if he was able to do it, and if his heart is okay, and if he felt good.
Have you ever done this before?
Nope.
Worried at all?
A little bit, but I'll make it. Who wants to just sit around and wait to die? I don't want to do that.
So it's pretty much a grandpa going through the same thing. Of course, like I said, she had every reason to be scared. But obviously, if the grandpa wants to do it, like, he probably paying for you to get there. Like, he probably paid for the gas in the car. He probably paid for the food that you about to eat that day. He probably paid for, I know he paid for your ticket. He probably paid for your ticket. So, like, come on, let him live. This guy, obviously, he's going through the same thing. He said, yeah, he's a little bit scared. I don't think you gotta go ziplining. There's probably other things you could do that are probably, like, less extreme. But come on, let him live. He even said he don't want to, like, just sit down and, die. He wants to, like, enjoy the last part of the last, years he has left. So, let him have that.
Grandpa, are you sure you can do this?
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
So how come we didn't tell Mom we were coming?
Better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
Dude, this little girl really be snitching. She said, so then why didn't you tell your grandma? And then everyone just laughs, like, and then this guy, he kind of like, I don't care. I don't know what this girl talking about. It's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. So he's saying, do whatever you're going to do. Just be like, you know what? Please forgive me afterwards. Please forgive me. I'm going to do whatever I want. But please forgive me afterwards.
I'm a heart nurse. Is that help?
Yeah, she's a nurse. She can help you.
Have fun.
Breathe.
It's gonna be a fun day.
I'm just worried about my grandpa.
Not as bad as you think.
You just kind of glide through. You don't have to climb and.
Okay, I guess that makes me feel a little better.
Proud of you.
Bro, she's about to ruin everyone's time there. She's about to make the trip single-handedly. Like, she's about to have everyone just, like, hate her, get pitchforks. Trip is canceled. Because, there was a nurse there, right? She's like, I'm a nurse, just let them have fun. And then she does this face. Like, dude, the room changed. Literally, the atmosphere in the room changed. Like, 0 to 100 real quick. Like, she just ruined the whole atmosphere.
I'm a nurse.
Another nurse.
Thing about heart thing is, you only worry about stuff that's unexpected. He's expecting this.
Should I call my mom and tell her?
Nope, I wouldn't.
Tell her after.
Tell her after.
So there's another nurse, right? And you can just tell she is literally ruining everyone's day. Everyone's like, yo, he'll be fine, don't tell the mom, yada, yada, yada. She's like, oh my God. And, and she has every right to be scared, But I mean, man, he's going to kick the bucket in a few years anyway. You just let him have it. Let him have his last, hoorah or whatever, or huzzah, or, whatever they say. But if I was there, she gonna have to go like zip line him without the zip, or like zip line him without the line, because I mean she out here ruining the mood. Like, oh my God, my dad can't, my grandpa can't do this. Like, bruh, I didn't even ask for it. I don't even know your grandpa. I was coming here to have fun. You out here telling me your grievances. Like, relax, bro. I'm trying to make sure I make it down to the other end.
My mom doesn't know we're here. She wouldn't like this.
Well, don't tell her.
One of the instructors told me that they got protocols and not concerned at all.
Like, let's think about this, right? This old guy says, he's not really that concerned, right? They got protocols and, all this other stuff, procedures, rules to keep people safe. But the thing is, what people also don't understand is they be making you sign waivers over for your life, where it's like, we are not responsible if you are hurt or injured or die in any of these circumstances. And that's why I'm like, you know what? This probably isn't for me, because, I like living and being on the ground. I like my toes to touch the ground and stuff. So, I mean, that's always iffy. But, I mean, sheesh. I mean, if that's how you want to get your thrill, zip line. Like, you can't even be mad at the place. Like, she's worried about him dying, but he literally just signed a waiver saying, if I die, it's okay. Like, I mean, are you you shouldn't even be worried about his heart. You should be worried about him, like, ziplining failure or something like that. Something besides the heart. Like, you literally have to sign a waiver over for your life just to go ziplining.
Is this your first time going ziplining?
Yeah.
You're gonna have so much fun.
Have you guys been before?
Yes, sir.
I was diagnosed recently with some slight heart problems. Did you go anyway? No big deal?
I would say if you were afraid of heights, probably not. But if you're not, you'll be fine.
Alright, now they changed it up. Now the grandpa, he's like super scared, and the little girl like super excited and stuff. And I feel like this is probably a little bit more realistic, where like your parents will take you to a place, but they won't really do the stuff that you want to do. This guy, he has like a perfectly logical answer. If you're scared of heights, then don't do it, because your heart will start pounding and stuff like that. That's when it's dangerous. But at the end of the day, you gotta sign your life over just to go on the whole thing anyway. So, I mean, you shouldn't have signed the papers in general. If you was worried about your heart, like think about it like this: you gotta worry about your heart, the line, the zip, all that stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if I would have been touching that thing.
It's just a
The first one that we go on is literally over just a small pond. And once you do it the first time, you'll know what it feels like, and you'll be fine the rest of the time.
Right.
You'll both have a great time. You can come find me afterwards if you don't.
It's a great time. Except you gotta sign your life over. You could probably get the same thrill by just going on a roller coaster. I don't mind roller coasters. They don't make you sign your life over. One thing I didn't do is, those things where you go to like those Six Flags and they and it like puts you in a little diaper or whatever swing, and you go like up and down. Then you gotta sign your life over. I'll never do that. I always want to, but I'm like, dang, you really gotta sign your life over. Like, that just doesn't sound like it's a good thing to do. Like, imagine that's the last time. That's the last. I'm not trying to get anyone scared, right? I mean, if you're into that type of stuff, you do it. Do you. But, I mean, it's just like, they're like, well, so that this is very dangerous. I mean, and of course, roller coasters are dangerous too. But like, I've only been on Kingda Ka like 2 or 3 times. Not because Kingda Ka is like super dangerous or whatever and always breaks down, but it's because the line is super long. Like, Kingda Ka has like, I think every time if you don't have the flash pass for Kingda Ka, you might as well just not even ride it.
You're like not even nervous.
No, I'm excited, but my grandpa's nervous.
So you dragged your grandfather out?
Yeah.
Aw, that's a good grandpa.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You've never done anything like this before?
Well, I found out that I had a heart condition. You think I should still do this?
What'd that waiver say?
If you get up there and you're not feeling quite right about it, then maybe they'll bring you back. I don't know. You may want to ask.
I just don't want to break my granddaughter's heart. I mean, I just
You don't want to break your heart.
That's the truth, man.
Halfway through it, if you don't feel right, calm down and she can continue on with us. You still gave it a try.
Like, this is a more, reasonable scenario, right? I mean, yeah, they switched it up. I don't like the fact that they switched it up, but this is a more reasonable scenario, right? I can imagine, this old guy, he's like, at home, he don't really want to do it, he had a heart condition, but his granddaughter's like, please, come on, please, I want to go. And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go with you. And then, usually this is the part when, they go and stuff. But at least these people are nice enough to say, oh, you know what, if you're not feeling up to it, you can always ride with us. I did that on my first time in King of Car. There wasn't enough space, so I had to ride with, I remember this, I was like 11. I rode with some stranger female. And I didn't even focus on the ride, because the female, I was like 11, I thought this girl was hot, so I didn't even focus on the ride. My first time or second time in King of Car, I didn't even realize I was on one of the fastest words on the ride in the world. Because I went with someone else because there wasn't enough space. It's a whole nother story. But it was nice that they said, oh, you could sit next to us. She probably won't even be paying attention. Like if she goes with another group, she probably won't even pay attention. Because that's how I was. Because I was sitting next to this totally another story for another time. Let's just keep watching. Let's just keep watching. This is exactly what I was trying to say. But also, you gotta sign a waiver. Like, they even said it, don't you gotta sign a waiver? Like, what does that waiver say? Like, just zip lining in general is that dangerous, you gotta sign your life away. And then you got a heart problem over it, like, you just shouldn't do it. But, I mean, I don't know. He was doing it for his daughter, so, I mean, it was kind of okay. But, I mean, let's just keep watching.
If you have a slight heart condition, you might not want to do it because it might be something.
She wants to go really bad, right?
She likes spending time with you. If something happens to you.
I know, but I kind of feel like I gotta do it. I mean,
If I were you, I would stay here, and if she wants to go, she could always go with us.
I'm not sure that I can go.
But Grandpa, you promised we would do this together.
Sometimes we all have like health issues that we gotta take care of, and it might just be best if maybe he stays here.
Okay.
I know you wanted to make a memory with them. Do you think you want to go with us? Yeah. You can be our fearless leader.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Katie.
All right, I'm Liz. And
Kara.
Kara.
Hi.
And this is Jordan.
You were worried about him.
Mm-hmm.
Why do that for a stranger?
Why not? We knew she was really excited. We didn't want her to not participate.
The people are really so nice. Like, they would really be like, yo, she could just come with us. Like, people, like, it really be like that. But I think that, it doesn't work. I don't think that works too well because I'm pretty sure they would have to go down the zip line and then have to climb back up. So, I mean, how would she really get back up without them? So, like, it's like zip lining down, like 200, 100,000 feet is different than getting out on a roller coaster ride at King of Car. Like, at the end of the roller coaster, it's like, at the end of a roller coaster, you can just stay there, and someone can kind of just pick you up, or you can just follow it. But like, if you go zip lining, you gotta climb all the way back up, unless she's already down there. But since he's like an older dude, I don't think he's gonna be able to get down there fast enough by the time you get down there. So I mean, and regardless, like, she does have a point. Also, again, she just wants to spend time with her granddad. So he shouldn't be putting himself at risk. Either way, in both situations, this little girl looks a bit bad. Like, in the first situation, she looked like a snitch because she was like, oh, you can't do this because your heart. And she didn't want her granddad to, like, have fun. And this situation, she looks bad because it seems like she's kind of, like, forcing this guy to come. I mean, this little girl is just evil, I guess. Megan. I mean, thinking about it now, of course, that she makes friends with all of them. They all get to know each other's names and stuff like that. They seem real buddy. But if I was like the grandpa and I like voluntarily took her out there, like, you have to go, kind of. You're kind of obligated because they're gonna have to like go down a mountain. and then you gotta climb back up the mountain. That's how when ziplining works. I'm pretty sure you go down the mountain and then you gotta walk it all the way back up. So it would make sense for him to go down there because, I mean, you don't want to leave your kid down there with strangers. I mean, of course they're not strangers, but they're strangers.
That warning on the waiver doesn't apply to him. We left him ziplining through the hills of Kentucky, reminding us that life is one thrilling ride.
I mean, either way you look at it, this little girl looked bad. I'm happy to see that this old guy, he actually doesn't have a heart problem. I mean, I knew they were actors, and he doesn't actually have a heart problem. So you get to see him go down ziplining. It looks fun. He probably only got a few years left. No offense, but yeah, that's probably gonna be a crazy walk back up this mountain. But that's pretty much it for the video. If you stayed to the end, you know, like, comment, subscribe. All my links in the description below. You know, I'm trying to be more active. You know, new year, more videos, something like that. That's how the saying goes. That's pretty much it. Peace.